Hello class, and welcome to the video for exercise number 7 in your textbook. The skills that we're going to cover today really are ones that are, again, original kind of to Publisher. You didn't really use it with Microsoft Word, you didn't really use it with Excel as much or PowerPoint. And we're going to talk about autoflow, importing, and then also story. Now, we already said earlier, it was mentioned in your textbook, that when you choose when it talks about story, it's your text flowing together, because of course Publisher is set up with your pages along the side. You don't just scroll down and scroll down and scroll down and it goes to the next page. I have to actually go and choose to add another page, and I can do right click on it here and do stuff like that, and we're going to work more with that later. But with a story, it links all those text boxes together. And the nice thing about Publisher is that you can take text from another file and just put it in here. So I have a speech that we're going to insert, because in the exercise we're going to do that. The way I insert is just click on the Insert tab. So when you got insert something, import something, usually it's under the Insert tab. And I'm going to go over to where my text group is, and then I'm going to choose Insert File. I'll go to the file, and what it's going to do is, right now it only made a tiny text box, and we're going to see how that works with inserting the text. So I'm going to do Complaint Desk by William J. Pharma. And you can see it went and filled the whole page with the text box on the second page, and then the first page it made it smaller. I'm going to try to make this a little bit bigger for you to see this. If I can get, it's a little hard for my mouse. Okay, maybe I won't deal with that. But anyways, you can see this is smaller here for the text box, and so I can make this bigger. I can change how it looks on my page. So I'm going to go right up here to the corner, and then I'm going to scroll down and do the same thing with this, so it fills my whole page, and I can format how I want. But we're going to be using this today. So remember, if you need to insert a document from somewhere else, you click Insert File, which is under the Insert tab. And remember, it works as a story. Now, sometimes you may have to answer this question if it comes up, and that is, do you need it to autoflow? And that means basically, if I had a bunch of text boxes already set up, do I want it to flow from one text box to the next? And of course, you'll usually say yes. But that's what we're going to be working on today for, excuse me, holding back a sneeze here, our exercise. So first thing we're going to need to do is you need to open up Publisher if you haven't already. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to open up a new, well, no, actually I don't need to open up a new one. And then you're going to open up the file you downloaded. So you should have pub07. Pub07. So I'm going to open that up. Pub07. So right here is Pub07, and you need to save it as 07go underscore your initials. 07go underscore your initials. So I have mine just like that. 07go underscore your initials. Don't add .pub. That's an extension, and you don't want to do that because sometimes you can mess up the file. It will add its own extension automatically. So 07go underscore your initials, and I'm going to save it. And then it says to replace the text in the middle text box, so right here, with the text from the file pub07 import1.doc. And notice the imported text retains its formatting from Word and uses a different font and size. So the way I do it is I click on my text box, and then what I need to do after I click here in the, well, let me zoom in for you. I'm going to try to zoom in more so you can actually see in the text box here. So here's my text box, and I'm going to go to Insert tab, Insert File, and then same thing. I go and I need to choose the file pub07 import1. So right here, pub07 import1, and you can see it's a Microsoft Word document. Now, if you can't see this and you already know it's in the folder, you need to make sure this says all text formats. If it's set to Publisher files, you're only going to see Publisher and not Word documents. Or actually, it's showing up now. But if that's the reason why it's not, or if you can't see the file and it's there, that's why. So I'm going to select Import 1 and click OK. And then it puts it right in there. And it looks good because it's set up with the size that I had in Word, and then also the font. So that's how it needs to be. Then it says edit the story in Word, so that's my text box here, from April, changing April 21st, and I'll zoom in here so you can see that better, changing April 21st to April 23rd, and then save your work and close the file. So this is all I had to change here after inserting it, and then it should look like that. Next thing we're going to do is it says open the file, import to .doc. So I'm going to leave this one open. You can exit out. I saved it already. I'm going to click open, and I have to choose browse, and because it's a Word document I have to go find it. Now thankfully, even though it says all publisher files, the Word files are showing up too, and I need to use pub 07 import to. I'm going to open that up in publisher, and it converts it for me just like that, February 6, 2004. Now it says resize the text box containing the letters so the text box right and left sides are 1 inch from the edge of the paper, and the top and bottom are 2 inches from the edge of the paper. Now the nice thing is you can see this is already 1 inch on these sides. So the top and bottom though need to be 2 inches. So I'm going to zoom in here for you so you can see it. So I need to set it to 2 inches. Now right now this is a 1 inch margin right here. So I need to click on this dot and move it all the way down here to the 2 inch. So I click, hold down, I'm going to drag it all the way down to 2 inches. Alright, just like that. And then I need to scroll down all the way to the bottom, and same thing, 2 inches. So this is set to about 10 inches right here. I'm going to drag it to 9. And then it says edit the story in Word, and you may already know what we're going to change. April 21st needs to be switched to April 23rd. I'm going to save that. And it says I need to save it as 07GO let underscore your initials. So 07GO let underscore your initials. You gotta save that. And then it says to print it. So you're going to do Microsoft Print to PDF for the sake of the practice, the exercise, and then you'll submit the file. So I'm going to do that, print, and then of course same thing, save as 07GOLET underscore your initials. Make sure there isn't a .pub. So you can see right here in the autocomplete it wants me to add in .pub. Don't do that. You need to be 07GOLET underscore your initials, and then I'll save it as a PDF for you. Okay, so I saved it there. I chose to print it. You can save your work and then exit out. And then we have one more part of the exercise to complete here. Alright, you need to open up the file. So I'm going to File, Open, Browse. Open up the file entitled OPUB07A. So I'm going to scroll down, OPUB07A. .doc. So let me get that, and it looks like apparently it's a publisher file, but let's open it up anyways. Okay, so OPUB07A is what you're going to open up. As a new publication, you can either use a Word template, open it directly from the dialog box, or use File, Import Word Document command. I just opened it up in Publisher. Then save it as a publisher format. So File, Save As, CA Demonstration, and we're going to change the name on it. So mine's already in publisher format. Yours should be as well. So really we're going to change it to 07SA underscore your initials. 07SA underscore your initials. And then save it there. Alright, and that says resize the text box on the first page to make 1 inch extra space at the top, and then place the contents of 0pub or OPUB7B in a text box above the main article. So I need to go and I gotta make this, it says on the first page make 1 inch of extra space at the top. So this is already set to about 1 inch below that. So I'm going to go ahead and move it down to 2 inches again. So do that as well. Good. And then place the contents as it says OPUB07B in a text box above the main article. So we need to make another text box. So I actually do it from the Home tab. And I would just do it right along here. So this is our margin here. About 1 inch. So I got to line up with the 2 inches here and line up over here on this side. And then let go. And then we're going to do the same thing. Insert tab, file, and then it says we need opub 07b. So opub 07b right here, this Word document, and click OK. Now mine's taking its sweet time with putting the file in here. It's converting it. And then what we're going to do is it says after we've gone through and done this, we need to open up the Word document. It says open the article in Word and go through the article looking for the red underlined words and change the spellings to American spellings of those words. You may use spell checker and then of course fix it. Now the one way we could do it too is we're just going to do it this way. It's just push F7 and go through and change it here. Now you notice it says the American spelling because some of these are a little bit different here because it's more British sounding. So I know, Peter, you don't like this, but you need to do it for the exercise. So go through and change it. So I have favorable, changing it to the American spelling. Go through and change. Organize, changing that. Voila. And then I need to go through this one as well. And it should actually lead you to it, and I can keep changing it. And change, and change, and change, changed, changed. And very simple. So just do it in Publisher. You don't need to go to Microsoft Word, even though it was saying that. We're just going to make it simpler there. And voila. Go ahead and save your file. And so you should have this Publisher file here for Exercise 7. You also need Geolet for Exercise 7. You need the 07 Geo for Exercise 7 as well. And then you should have that PDF that you did earlier for that. And so those are the files and what you need to do for exercise number 7.